Hello everyone. So it is a new season in anime. It started probably a week ago from when I'm filming this. And I thought I did it for fall I did it for summer. I might as well do it for fall. We have to do it. So before I get started, I will probably put out a video kind of talking about the summer animes because I've been so busy, and I hate to say that it seems like the summer is the time where I get to watch more anime, and I still had trouble doing that. So I don't know how successful fall is going to be, but I am trying very hard. So we're just gonna see what happens. And another announcement, I get like a announcement update type thing, is we all know Ruby Volume 4 is coming out. And most likely you will see either me and my sis do it together, or we each do it separately, but we don't know what we're doing yet for that. So please bear with us. If anything, we might try and do it when we get together, but we don't know how often that will happen. But until then, we will still be watching it. Do not worry. We just don't know if we can actually be able to put things up or not. Now, you may have noticed that I'm talking much louder than what I would normally talk at, because I'm in my own room, in kind of a place where I know that I can easily do this, and I'm just so happy because I get to probably do more videos now, even though it took me a while to do the last one, but I've been very busy with college and all that. So, just a few things with this list. I apologize for any of the names I am about to butcher as I give the summary that I will be going off of my anime list for these summaries. So I apologize for the titles and the actual names. And so far, this is my list of how I feel is like the most exciting to me, and I will most likely watch these shows. There's no guarantee because there were definitely shows in my last list that I did not watch just because I was either too busy or I just lost interest. So for right now, this is what I have for the upcoming anime season of fall 2016. Number 12. Udon no Kunu no Kiniro Kimari. I was so close until I hit that part, but anyway. Some of the images will be kind of hard to see. I am very sorry about that. I did not want to give off an eerie feeling with everything, so some of the images might have to get too bright. But this show is basically about Sota Tawara is a web designer working in Tokyo. When he visits his family's udon place in his hometown, Kagawa Prefectures, he discovers a young boy. Upon confronting the boy, Sota soon learns his secret and decides to quit his job in order to take care of the boy, Poko. The daily adventures of the two slowly unfold as Poko energetically navigates his way through Kagawa, the Udon Kingdom, along with Sota. Now, the reasons why I put this one on my list, one, for the art style, because It's from a studio, Linden Films, that I haven't personally heard of before. And if I I just didn't know that that was actually a studio. And another reason would be how adorable Poco looks. Because it's like in here you can tell he's like kind of like an animal, like a fox even, I think. But it is so adorable. The trailers that I have seen for it they were so good. So I am excited for it. And it's not going to be a long anime. It's only going to be 12 episodes, so that's what I'm kind of surprised about. Number 11. Magic-kun Renaissance. Let's just get a quick image of these fabulous boys. Now, man, okay. So, Magic-kun Renaissance is a world where art becomes magic. In this world, people can inspire passion with their magic arts called artisans and are employed in the show business. In Hoshinomari Private Magical Arts High School, where artisans are taught, a strange new student, Kohana Agisaki, transfers to the school. Kohana is placed on the school's planning committee for the school's for the school's yearly Hoshinomori Summer Fiesta Cultural Festival. She spends her romantic school life with 6 other boys who aim to become entertainers in the future. Each of the boys symbolizes his own arts and aims to make Hoshi Fest a success. In addition, the boys also aim to be chosen alongside Kohana as the school's artisan prince and princess, only chosen once a year. A magical kun for you. Oh my god. Okay. So I've never read that fully until now. If you can't tell, I'm kind of laughing my ass off because I just find it so ridiculous. And one of the big reasons why I picked this as a choice is it reminds me a lot of Udon No Princesama. And just reading that fucking summary, this sounds a little bit stupider than Udon No Princesama, but at the same time it seems brilliant. So this will, like, I think I've said in the last one, I also picked another boy band group, and I never ended up watching it. And I feel bad because I was supposed to. It was like a big thing. I'm like, wow, it's a boy band. They never do these things anymore. Now they're really bringing them back. So maybe I'll do it this time, but also half of that concept seems really dumb. But I'm not gonna judge right now because it is actually really clever, but I don't know what to say right now. I can't. I have to say I went with the pretty boys for this one. Number 10. Rinen Yigumi Glass no Kamen. This is a... Oh, hold on. Very quickly. This is a very interesting one for my list. And here's why. Now, this is a series that is actually based off of the manga The Glass Mask, and I don't want to get the dates wrong because I will feel like an idiot forever for not knowing this one. But okay, let's just do this. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna look this up because I'm really serious about this. But The Glass Mask is basically a series about a young girl who decides to try her thing at acting, and she goes to a I'm trying to like a talent agency, I believe. And eh. And she is discovered by a actress that was like really famous. So she starts teaching the young girl more acting because she has a talent for acting. But at the same time, she goes way too into it sometimes. This is a series that started in 1976. That was when the original manga came out, and I never read things that old. I caught onto it so quickly, and I never finished it. I don't remember why, I just never did, but I got like a good chunk of it, so I kind of know like a good gist of a lot of the scenarios and like what happens. But they did make a reboot in 2005. I think that's like the other anime that they have for it. But now they have this, which is basically like, is, instead of taking the very serious drama setting that they had, they somehow decided to take the characters and put them in a gag school setting. So they're making a parody out of a very old series, which I find really cool and really funny. Just because I know what this was. When I first began really liking anime back in, oh god, I think 2010, almost like 6 to 7 years ago, when I first got into anime and manga and all of that. This was like one of the first things that I actually really tried to read because I was more open to a lot of things. And if I had the time, I would honestly read it and try and finish it this time. But I just have a lot of things to do on my plate. And also, fucking Fairy Tail is like the number one thing in my life right now when it comes to manga because I want to see that ended, but okay. So I'm excited for this. This is definitely something I would check out if you want to see it. It's a parody, so I would say definitely check it out if you want something funny. But if you also want to be introduced into like a much deep, like one of the most developed things I have ever read, and it's fantastic, then please check out the original The Glass Mask. Okay. So, oh, kind of like similar to this. I think I messed up a little bit, but I don't care, I will continue. Number 8 is Baka, which really should be number 9. I don't know what happened. But it's basically about, it's a very super exciting action comedy starring inmates and guards at the world's most formidable prison. And I've seen like little things of this show, and it looks really funny because you have 4 fabulous men in prison, but it's not like Rainbow where it's serious. This is like a funny thing, and all the characters are like really out there. And I thought it was interesting for the color palette at first, and then I heard about the comedy, and I thought, hey, maybe I should try it and see what happens. Plus, also, the studio who did this, which is Satellite, they've done a lot of like my other like favorite shows of Shugochara, Fairy Tail, as I mentioned. can't find anything else. So, I'm just excited for the comedy in this one, but what I am worried about is a friend of mine has seen this, and we usually kind of have similar tastes in some areas, and he couldn't really watch all of this, so that's where I'm worried, but I think I should be fine, hopefully. As long as I don't get put in prison, I think I'm fine. Okay, so let's continue on the line. But before I start the next thing, hopefully you now all get the sense of like shows that I really like just from other videos I have. Because there's either like murder, horror, or like comedy, but then I also have that weird section. The one that people, you're not really supposed to like, but you like it anyway for some weird reason. So we're gonna go into that way right now and go into sports. Because if I don't talk about these two shows, I will fucking get pissed at myself. But not only that, okay, I'm going on a tiny tangent for a quick second. And then, because it has to do with sports, no, actually, we'll do that after both shows, because I feel like it'll be appropriate. So, the real number 8 is All Out, and it terrifies me with the animation right now, but it is a show about rugby. There is no ace striker, there is no number 4 batter. So who's the star of the team? The story begins at the school ceremony, entrance ceremony, my bad, of Kanagawa High School, where Kenji Gon, a small but gutsy go-getter, joins the rugby club. He joins with his classmates Iwashimizu, who has a complicated past, and sub-captain Hachiwo, who always takes good care of his club members. Lastly, there's Captain Sekizan, who has overwhelming powers but keeps his cards close to his chest. With such differences in both personality and physical performance, the team must work together and grow together so they can become the best. And I love seeing new like animes that tackle new concepts. So seeing a rugby thing, and I haven't heard of a rugby show yet. So I'm excited, but the animation scares the crap out of me because they detail everything on their bodies. They really do. But I will say, I don't remember how many sports shows were in the last season, but, like, these 2 seasons are, like, picking up on the sports that, like, I one, have never played, and 2, I'm kind of, like, on and off with them, and yet, I am interested, so I cannot wait. And also, I kind of find it funny that they had to make a point of the character with the complicated past. Sorry. But anyway, let's go on to the other sports show, which is Yuri on Ice. And no, it is not 2 girls on top of each other. It is a show that it revolves around the ice skating star Yuri Katsuki, who carried all of Japan's hopes on his shoulders to win at the Grand Prix final ice competition. But after suffering a crashing defeat, he returns home to Kushu, and half feels like he wants to retire, half feels like he wants to continue ice skating. With those mixed feelings swirling inside him, he finds himself inside his parents' house. Suddenly, the 5-time consecutive world champion ice skater, Viktor Nikiforov, appears before him, along with Yuri, Pulaski, a young Russian figure skater who's already defeated his seniors. Victor and both Yuris take up the challenge on the unprecedented Grand Prix series. So it's basically kind of almost like, not an underdog story, but people who already know what they're doing, who are actually kind of like the best right now, having to deal with this crap. And going from like hero kind of back to being the underdogs. And I find it interesting because usually when you hear ice skating, it's like a female thing. And a example would be in Death Parade, because the girl she was an ice skater. So to see like an all-male cast lead for ice skating is interesting, along with not just Japanese but also Russian figure skaters. And now I'm excited to see if there will be like Americans or French. So I'm excited. Now, before I continue, I can go on my tiny little rant. And it's not like I'm not mad, like I'm not furious over this. I'm just kind of like, why would you do that? Where if there's a series and they have excuse me, it's late, sorry. If you have like an all guys team, they're now bringing out shows that will represent the sports in an all-female cast, as if they're like trying to like compete with the other one. And one of the biggest like ones that I have a problem with is there's a female bicycling one, I think, that came out this season. And I just kind of felt that we already have 2 shows about bicycling. Is it really necessary to have one more about bicycling? So I just like, I kind of just got kind of a little pissed at that, but it isn't something that I will complain like to the producers or anything like that. It's just something that I don't really like watching female sports. I don't know why. So I really hope I like this one. Alright, so I guess we'll move on to the top 6, which are the ones that I am the most excited for. And hopefully you will understand why I'm so excited about these. So let's just go right into it. Number 6, a Cultic 9. Out of every show on this list, this is the one that I know the least about until I saw the summary, but I haven't seen a trailer for it or anything yet about this show. But it's about a paranormal science story that follows Let's just restart that. The paranormal science story follows 9 idiosyncratic individuals linked by the Shoujo Kakaku Kirikiri Basara occult summary blog run by 17-year-old second-year high school student Yuta Gaman. Little things start to happen around these 9 people that lead to a larger, unimaginable event that alters what is considered common sense in this world. After reading about that and then seeing this poster, which reminds me a lot of Makaku City Actors, I got excited quickly. And I knew it would be on my list. I was just really worried about what it actually was. So, as far as I know right now, I am really excited for this, and I cannot wait. Time to butcher this one. Number 5, Trickster Ogawa Renpo Shonen Tetetan Yori. I was way better than I thought it would be. So, this show is about a time period in the 2030s where the mysterious detective Koguru Echi the boys' team detective is assembled. Their actions have led to the resolution of various small and large instances. One day, team member Kensuke Hadasaki meets a mysterious boy named Yosho Kobayashi. Kobayashi, who has an undying body because of the unidentified fog, wishes his own death and refuses contact with the others. Hanasaki takes an interest in Kobayashi and invites him to join the boys' detective team. The encounter eventually leads them to the connection between the criminal nicknamed the Fiend with 20 Faces and Koguru Achi. The fate of these two begin to move. Now, when this came out, when I heard about this, I saw a preview for it and I started to love the song, and half of that summary was made up. Or half of that summary was not there. After reading it, I realized that, and if you haven't realized it either, this is almost a prequel to the show Renpon Kitten, the game of Laplace, because they clearly mention two big characters, and then they're also reusing names, but I don't know if this is also kind of like a foreshadowing to the other characters, because it's Renpo Kiten was in 2014, and I saw it like a year later, and I barely remember it now. So I am excited because now, like, I know the story, I know how it ends, but there was a big question at the end, and I highly recommend you check this series out. Even if you don't know the original, I think people will like it anyway, and I'll make them watch the other one. And I just thought it was really cool. Number 4, Funwo Amu. And the story is about the publication of the new dictionary titled The Great Passage Progresses. Musuya Mahime, originally from publisher Genbu Shobo Sales Department, has been recruited by Kohei Araki, a veteran editor of the dictionary department, who is looking to retire soon. The dictionary department is known internally as the money-eating insect, but Mitsuya uses his perseverance and attachment to the words in order to become a great editor. Mitsuya, who has poor social skills, finds himself working with another man named Masashi Nishioka. Let's go with Nishioka. Who is able to express himself better. I know that was like the most butchered one that I have done so far, and I'm so sorry. I thought this one would be easier to do. But, this show is kind of basically something that I've been looking for. Because I am an English major in college here, and to have a story that's like about words, like about books and the dictionary, and it seems like there's nothing sci-fi about it, it's very interesting. And I think this image alone really captured me before I even read it, because I was like, whoa, holy crap. And after that, this has become one of my like top shows that I need to watch, whether it was this season or sometime in the future. Okay. Now, the next 3 shows, I don't remember what order I put them in, but if you remember my last video, like my last one that I did for the fall, there is one show on there that has the same treatment as the next one, which is Natasha Gone Motote Dosunda, or Kiss Him Not Me. I found this before I even knew it was becoming an anime. I have at least 1 or 2 books. I've read a lot of it so far, but this is like the animation for it. I know it's a little hard to see. This is the manga versions of them. And before with My Love Monster, I was saying how I was so excited for that, and then it ended up being the most disappointing show of the season, in my opinion. So I'm very, very worried about this show because of what happened to that one. And I will be checking this out, and hopefully it will still be good. So, what it is about is a young, the female student, Kai Surinuma, is a high school student and is a huge Fuyoshi, who is basically like an anime fan, who ships the male classmates of hers. And when one of her, I think it is her favorite character, dies in the show, she actually goes on this huge big thing, and she kind of she stresses and starves herself and turns into this beautiful girl, which somehow gets all the attention from other guys, and all she wants to do is ship both the guys and not her. So it is exciting and it's so funny, and of course I have who I want her to be with, but I'm excited to see if the story will actually end on that note. So number 2, which is not an error like that, Classoloids. And I am so happy. I was so happy when I heard about this. So it is about a rural town undergoing revival through music. High school students Kane and Sosuke meets none other than Beethoven and Mozart, calling themselves classicaloids. This mysterious duo creates a strange power through the music they play. One night, stars fall from the sky and gigantic robots appear, causing trouble every single day. Bach, Chopin, Schubert also appear as classicaloids. What is the mystery behind the powers they possess? Are they humanity's friend or foe? I was so excited when I heard about it because not only do the characters look cool, but I love things like this where they take characters who people who really exist and then turn them into this. Because look how cool they look. They really do. One's all pink and one's a rocker. So I am so excited. And I cannot wait. So the last show, I mentioned it very, very on in the beginning of the video. Another show, and I have to warn you that once I start talking about this, I will have to do spoilers so you can understand what's going on. But basically, my number 1 pick for the season, this is the only show that I have started watching, is Udon No Princesama Season 4, or Magi Love Legend Star. I've been waiting 2 years for this to come out. 2 years. So I am so hyped. And from the first episode already, I am nervous and scared, but I am so excited because now the 3 band groups are fighting for her. And it's a good singing show, so I highly recommend you trying it. And it's not for everyone, it isn't, but you won't know until you try. So I guess that's it for the rundown of the fall of 2016. I am sorry, I'm trying to just wrap it up. I'm exhausted. It's almost 3 in the morning. But please let me know what your favorite shows are so far in the season, or ones that you kind of want me to stay away from for whatever reason you may have for me. But even so, please leave a comment in the description box down. Please leave a comment in the comment section down below if you have any questions, or if you want to just tell me about a cool anime, and I will see you later. Bye.